I'm not ashamed to own my Lord, nor to defend his cause. Maintain the honors of his word, the glory of his cross.
1 Thessalonians 5:22 states, "Abstain from every form of evil." This verse is often quoted and used to teach a variety of things. Some use it to teach Christians to stay away from things that even appear to be evil. In an old preacher's story, a husband asks his wife if his white shirt is dirty, and she tells him, "If there's doubt, then it's dirty." This statement is absolutely correct. Romans 14 verses 22 and 23 warns us not to do things that we doubt are right, for doing so is sin. For that passage reads, "Do you have faith? Have it to yourself before God. Happy is he who does not condemn himself in whatever he approves. But he who doubts is condemned if he eats, because he does not eat from faith. For whatever is not from faith is sin." Now in the end, what we doubted may have been right for us to do. Perhaps if we were a Jewish convert, it would be like eating pork. But the proper thing for us to do when we question whether something is right is not to do it, and then consult the scriptures. If we can find authority to do something, then we are free to do it. However, if we cannot find the authority, then we are not free to do it. In both cases, all doubt will have been removed. Other people use this verse to teach that we must abstain from evil every time it appears. Again, this is true, but is not exactly what the verse is teaching. The story of the young prophet from Judah, found in 1 Kings 13, verses 7 to 24, is an example for us not only needing to oppose evil several times, but every time it happens. If you recall from that story, the young prophet was told to prophesy against Jeroboam for his sins, and then go back a different way and not eat with anyone. He courageously did the first task, but then, on his way back, went in to eat with the older prophet who lied to him about what God said. This resulted in the young prophet's death. Evil must be opposed every time, not just some of the time. Again, though, that's not what the passage in 1 Thessalonians 5 is really teaching. So with all this being said, instead of relying on what is usually taught from this verse, let us now reread the text so that we may know what it is teaching. 1 Thessalonians 5:22 again. "Abstain from every form of evil." The first thing that is said is to abstain. The word abstain means never to be involved with something. By reading on, it becomes clear that this something is evil or sin. Sin is something Christians always need to be aware of. Sin is everywhere in this world. 1 Corinthians 6:9 and 10 teaches us that those who live in sin won't inherit the kingdom of God. We must never jeopardize our home in heaven in order to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. We must be vigilant and abstain from sin. Not only are we to abstain from sin, though, but we are to abstain from every form of sin. The King James Version translates this as the appearance of sin. The devil tries to disguise sin so we will not notice it. His goal is to lead us into sin through either outright rebellion, following the wisdom of this world, wealth and materialism, immorality, doctrinal error, or compromise. By thinking the devil always makes sin obvious, we deceive ourselves, putting us in greater danger of committing sin. Paul warns us in 1 Corinthians 10 verse 12 against this when he tells those who think they stand, "Pay attention, lest they fall." Abstaining from the appearance of sin requires us to slow down and actually think about what we are about to do. It also means that we must take into account how others will view our actions. It isn't good enough not to commit sin ourselves if others around us perceive that we did. Let's not put a stumbling block in front of someone else because we were careless in our actions, as Paul would tell us in places like Romans 14 verse 13. 1 Thessalonians 5:22 is very short, but its teaching is strong and challenging. The question is, will we abstain from all evil and follow Christ, or will we follow the devil and the ways of this world?
I'm not ashamed to own my Lord, nor to